Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 332 of the Level Up program and day number 42 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practicing of shooting the dice at the craps table as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. In YouTube, we got 6 people logged in already. We got Uncle Hoku checking in number 1. We got Liam, we got Kevin Smith, and Brian from Crapping Camper. So good morning to all. And our bankroll started off today is going to be $2,295. Our goal is to get it up to $2,500. So that's a little bit over a 10% goal. So got back on track. That's good. Looking at my Crapsee results on this table so far, if you click on that across, inside, outside field box on the top of the screen there, it kind of gives some statistics, and I just want to kind of run through them a little bit as far as my rolls so far in this Crapsee table. And we're at a +5 on the 5s, a +6 on the 6s, and these are a plus above and beyond expected. We're at a +12 on a 9, and that really surprises me. +6 on the 11 and a +1 on that 10. If you look at our cross bets, we're at a +12, and the inside bets we're at a +19. Outside is a +10. If you look at 5 and 9s, we're at a +17. So, I mean, those are very interesting statistics. You look at our fields, our horns, and our 7s, them are all at negative. So that means that we're thrown well below what is expected. But also, if you combine the 4 and 10, we're also way below what is expected. So the 10s are at a +1, but the 4s are at a -8. So that's kind of an interesting type thing to look at and to kind of analyze that. But we're going to get started here. We're going to go $15 on that pass line bet. Again, we're going to stick with that cousin one 3V dice set, so 3, 2, 3, 6, and we'll see how that goes for us today. We have about 450 throws left before we get to that 2,000 mark, and then once we get to the 2,000 mark on Black Belt here, we will switch over to the 2V dice set for 2,000 rolls. But let's call this all bets set. We got 12 people on Crapsee playing. We got 14 people watching on YouTube right now. So make sure you do say good morning. Good morning. Red is checking in on YouTube. But say good morning and let everybody know that you're here in the chat. And let's get her going. Let's get her started. So 3, 2, 3, 6. And dice out. Veered off to the left just a little bit left of my landing zone, but we have a 2, 6, 8, the Duracell 8. That is our first point for the day. First roll and first point. I did a couple warm-up rolls. The rolls were pretty decent. Nothing great, but they were pretty decent. So anyhow, we got $15 on a pass line bet. We're going to go 110 inside bet level. And then we're going to put $20 buy bet on the 4. We're going to go $20 buy bet on that 10. So we will also go $15 in pass line odds. So we have a total of $150 out on the table right now. My goal is to take one hit, and we'll do 27 across pressure. And on that second hit, we'll come down, we'll do probably a 60 outside, and then we'll pick up that 6 as well for $18. So we'll call this all bets set. That last roll was a 2-6, so that was a primary on the front side on both dice. So that was both on access and both primary on the front side. So 3, 2, 3, 6, and all bets set here. Dice out. And we got a 1, 3, 4. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So 1, 3, 4. That'll be hit number 1. That is nice. That is a buy bet, so that's going to pay out $40 on that one. Good morning, Danny. Puck off. We got Brian Fliegel checking in from Green Bay. Thank you, Brian. So again, like I said, we're going to go 27 across pressure. That brings the 4 and 10 up to $25. We got 30 on that 5 and 9. We got 36 on the 6. We are sticking with that $15 pass line odds. What the hell? Let's add another $5 to it. So we had actually $20 in pass line odds there. So, and again, that was a 1-3. So that was an implosion on that left die. That was a primary on the right die. And we'll call that all bets set. 3, 2, 3, 6 is our dice set. And here we go. Dice set. A little bit high on a trajectory there. We got magic aces. 1, 1, 2. So the hard one, or hard 2, or whatever you call it. Magic aces. There you go. 1, 1, 2. That's one of the bookends for the ATS if you are betting the ATS bet. Again, 3, 2, 3, 6. That was an implosion on the left die. That was a single pitch towards us on that right die. So that is a safe result for the cousin one set. So we'll stick with the 3, 2, 3, 6. And we'll call this all bet set. Dice out. Looking for that second hit here. And we got an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Wow, we're sticking low on these numbers today. Okay, and that is no help again, but that does help you if you are putting at ATS. So we're one step closer to hitting that small. All we need is the 5 and 6, which we will hopefully get. We got Morbo Fork Band checking in. Get to make one bet each day before he exits for work. So far, so good he goes. That's awesome. And 3, 2, 3, 6. That was another implosion of that left die, and that was an explosion of the right die. So that was a drift right of the dice. We got Cruising with Blake checking in. Good morning. And we will call it all bet set. That last one was no help for us. Again, looking for hit number 2 here for us. And dice out. Dice are uncomfortable. Regrip them. My fingers are not centered. Here we go. Ooh, that was a massive rollback on that one, but we got a 1, 3, 4 again. 1, 3, 4. This is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that is not normal for me. Normally I don't throw that many Big Joes, but we got them both today, so that is a nice, handsome payout there. That's going to be $49 brought back to us after that VIG. So we have $88 brought back to us so far. We're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go 60 on the outside. And we will pick up that 6 for 18. So we now have got $93 on the table. We have $88 brought back to the rack. So we're just a little bit out of the shooter yet, but we're within range here. And that was a primary on that left die. It wasn't. We had a 1, 3. I was another implosion on that left eye. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 implosions in a row on that left eye. So we are definitely throwing off axis on the left side, and that was a primary on the right side again. So we'll go all bets set here, and dice out. And we have another 2, 6, 8 Duracell 8. Go out support free live craps, and that is our point. So we hit that point. We'll be coming out look for a new point on this shooter, number 1 today so far. So that it was a nice hit there. Again, we're going to stick with that $15 pass lane bet, and now we are in profit on this shooter. Again, that was a primary on the front side. So we are seeing some early repeat numbers here. We're still looking for that 5 and 6 though for the small. We're looking for the 9, 10, 11, and 12 for the tall. So that is where we're at so far. And let's call this all bets set. Coming out looking for a new point. 3, 2, 3, 6. They landed really tight together. They split apart. We have a 6, 3, 9 center field 9. So 9 will be our new point. That is the second unique point for this shooter. So 6, 3, 9. We'll take that $15 off the 9. We'll move it over to the 8 and make it look like 18. So we are at 96 across on that table, essentially. $103 brought back to rack, so we're in a profit by $7 on this shooter so far. And we're going to be going on roll number 8. So a little bit behind the count, and that 2 and that 3 kind of set us back a little bit because I like to get all the roll within 4 or less rolls. 3 or less would be perfect. But we'll call this all bet set. 18 people on Crapsee, 18 people on YouTube, 6 likes. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, please. And we have a 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. So that is a nice hit for us. So we're definitely sticking on the outside numbers here today. Nothing on the inside so far, other than that point of 8. So we're going to make that 10 look like $25. We'll make that a buy bet. So last night or yesterday, I actually received, and I might have mentioned it one other time that it was coming, but I received anonymously, I knew who it was, but I was asked not to mention, $150, and that was to be put towards the table build. So I do thank the individual that did make that donation, and it will definitely go towards the table build. In fact, I have a purchase of wood I need to buy next week. That'll be the actual table portion itself, so the legs and the framing and all that stuff. So I'll use that towards that. And then also I'll be buying the wood for the chairs that'll be building for the table. So that should pretty much cover the amount of wood that I need to buy for that. So I do really sincerely thank that individual for that contribution. We got Dustin1 checking in on YouTube. Good morning, Dustin1. And let's call this all bets set here. Dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. That last one was a single pitch towards us and an implosion, which is a safe result with 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set, because of one set. Dice out. Oh, they landed super tight again. They split apart, and we got that 6. We got the 2, 4. Kevin the Carpenter, 2x4, 6. And now we just need one more number to hit that small. Let's see if we can do it today. We've been so close multiple times this week already, but we've been like one number away from hitting it. Single pitch away on the left die, double pitch on the right die, so there's ultimately a single pitch of the dice. But on that last throw, I do not like the way that they split apart on me on that. So we got a 6. We're going to make that 6 look like $30. And I know I'm pressing up kind of heavier, faster, but we got 151 brought back to the rack, 118 on the table. And like I said, my goal, or I've said in the past, I should say, my goal is to get everything at that 5-unit bet level. And then that's really where we can really take off on the trend betting if you do decide to do trend betting. If not, that's a good point where you can come back down to table felt and bring some realized profit back to the rack. Again, our goal is to get up to $25.50 today for our total bankroll. Right now, we're at a total bankroll of $24.46. We're about $104 away if I was to take everything off the table right now. So let's call this all bets set and dice out. Again, those dice split apart. Oh, guys, guess what we got? We got a 156, the KitchenAid mixer. So that's 2 6s in a row. So I'm glad we pressed it up to $30 on that one. So we got a 156. And I'm going to pressure that 6 up to $42. So that is taking some money back to the rack. 186 back to the rack, 130 on the table. Again, another implosion on that left die, and this was a implosion on the right die this time. So it was double implosion, which is still a safe result for the cousin one dice set. And let's call that all bets set here. Dice out. Dice are not comfortable. We're going to regrip them, and that is a habit that I've been getting into. I felt like they're splitting apart just a little bit. Dice out. Again, they split apart just a little bit, but we got a 639 center field 9. So that is our point. We hit the point once again. So unfortunately, I'm not putting any odds on the point at all, but that's all right. It does help extend the roll here. So that is $15 extra brought back to the rack. We're at $24.96, another $54, and we should be at goal. So we're going to stick with that $15 pass line bet. We'll go again, 3236. That last one was what, a 6-3. So that was a explosion of the left die and a primary on the right die. So that was the first time we actually exploded that right die, our left die. Normally it's been imploding. So stick with the $15 pass line bet. We'll go all bets set. We got Chris from Dice Degen checking in. Good morning. And here we go. And we have Magic Aces one more time, and that is a come out, so that's a pass line loser. Which I'll be fine with that, I guess. I'll have to deal with it. So congratulations to Chris. He just passed that 3,000 sub mark not too long ago. So props to him and his channel. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. He just got done. I think he's just finishing up his series with his rollouts. It was with his March Madness rollouts and that. So that was a good, fun series that he did. Again, $15 pass line bet, and we will call that all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 167 on the come out. So we lost that one. That was a 1-6, not a 1-4. 167 on the come out. Pass line winner, natural. Unfortunately, that resets that ATS if you are playing the ATS. But our roll still does continue, so I'm fine with that, I guess. And that was a 1-6, so that was another implosion of that left die, and a single pitch away, and that is the warning sign that we're looking for. So if you have an implosion with a single pitch away on that 3V dice set, that is a 2 out of the 4 will show up as a 7 on that. If you have an explosion with a single pitch towards you, that's where the other warning sign comes up. So Chris is doing the 10,000 challenge, 10,000 challenging. That's right. Anyhow, we'll go all bets set here and dice out. $15 pass line net. Looking for a point. And another 7. Wow. Okay, let's do this one. So let's switch over to that cousin 2 set really quick for a few rolls, see if we can get off of this trend here. But as a pass line winner again, so natural. Still looking for a point. As Alfredo says, do not work to come out. We're at 25.11, so we need another $39 to get the goal. Maybe I should stay on that set and hit that 2 more times, and then I'll be at goal and I don't have to bet anymore. That would be an interesting thing. So to get to the 632, which is the cousin 2 set, I just spin the dice out from the 3, 2, 3, 6. Both dice are spun out, and that brings you right to that cousin 2 set. So we'll try that once here a little bit. 3, 6, 3, 2, and dice out. And here we go. And we got a 4-5 hard 9 to Big Daddy Mac. So 9 will be our point once again. We had 9 as a point. I believe the last roll was a 9 for a point. So that was a 4-5. So that was a double pitch of that left die. And that was a single pitch away, no, single pitch towards us on the right die. So that was ultimately a single pitch of the dice. So we're going to stick with the 3-6, 3-2 dice set. 9 is the point, and we will call this all bet set. Again, I'm looking for another $39 brought back. And then we will be at goal on this first shooter. Dice out. Ooh, we got a 6-5 mid-mo. Yo, that is Cheeto coming to us from above. So that is our first 11 for the day. 6-5, that is no help. Again, 3-6, 3-2. And we will go all bets set. Dice out. One of the things I'm looking for is a 3 or 4 on top of the results on the rolls here. And we're kind of 50-50 on that. And we got a Buckeye Buckshot. We got a 5-4 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac one more time. So that is a Buckeye Buckshot, almost with one roll apart, I guess. So that is point made again, one more time. So we're at 25-26. We need another $24 brought back to the rack to make goals. So this puts me in a situation where, do I go for it or do I not? Again, we're going to stick with the 3-6, 3-2. That last one was a an explosion of that left die and a double pitch of the other one. Let's go $15 pass line bet again, and we're going to go try to get to the goal. This is only shooter number 1 for the day, so I guess we're in a relatively decent position. Dice out. And we got a 5-2-7 on the come out, so they are coming at the right time, and I think that is going to be enough, almost enough, to put us at goal. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, we're at 25-41. I'm going to take my bets down, and I'm just going to keep on rolling for everybody. We got 21 people playing at Crapsee. We got 25 people watching. There's only 8 likes, guys. Come on, you can do better than that. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me, especially on your way out, especially, hopefully, if you're enjoying this content. But we're going to switch back to the 3-2, 3-6. And let's go dice out, all bets set. I'm going to consider that a win for the day. I am $9 short of goal. I'm not going to fight it for those last couple dollars. Dice out. That left die stuck. I should have won for it. 1-6-7 on a come out. Pass line winner, natural. Wow, they are coming at the right time here. Definitely the right time, but it is really messing up that SRR score. Look at that SOR of a 19.0 today. We have a 3.8 SRR. Wow, that's amazing. So again, 3-2, 3-6. If I would have stayed up on that pass line, I definitely would have made goal. But I'm happy with that. So anyhow, let's go all bets set and dice out. Again, that left die stuck. The right, the right one stuck. The left one hit the back wall and kind of rolled out. But we got a 5-3-8, the great 8. So our new point will be an 8. And I'm just going to be rolling out here for practice and for your benefit, for Crapsee players. I am not going to be betting anymore. But we're going to see if we can get an extended roll here and make it decent here. So anyhow, point is 8. We'll call this all bet set. 20 people on Crapsee, 21 people on Crapsee, 25 people still on YouTube. And dice out. And we got a 5, 2, 7. Ouch. That is the Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So that roll ends with a 21 roller. That is a sharpshooter that paid out on that one. And we got a total of 77 points, roll quality points on our score, if you will. So, okay, let's figure this out now. We hit too many 7s at the end. We hit 4 7s at the end plus the 7 out. So that was 5 7s out of the last 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 rolls. So 5 of the last 9 rolls were 7s, but we ended up with a 21 roller. So maybe that's going to be good for improving our odds here. That 5-2, that was a single pitch away with the explosion of the dice. No, implosion of the dice, which is obviously a warning sign. So we'll call this all bet set here. I'm not going to do any betting anymore. I'm done for the day. And dice out. Everybody's cheering for the come out 7. Let's change our throwing zone a little bit. We'll move back 2 inches here, see if that makes a difference. We got a 145, the trucking camper. So isn't that the way it always works? So we needed that 5 for the small just a little bit ago, and now we finally hit it. That would have been nice if we hit that right away. So 145, that would be our point. That was a implosion on that left die one more time. We got a double pitch on the right die, so that is a safe result for the 3-2-3-6 dice set. And we'll call this all bet set dice odds. Ooh, that was kind of a weird throw. They landed, they both migrate to the left. It means my wrist is twisted when I released them. 5-6 mid-mo yo. Cheerio coming to us from above. So I came home this morning from work, and I get home about 6:15 in the morning, and I start my live stream at 8 o'clock. So that leaves me about 2 hours or so to do whatever I need to do. And I came home this morning, I was working on editing the video, table build video. So the first video is almost 100% complete. I have 2 more things that I need to do on it. Then I need to I forget what the term is to make it so it can play on YouTube and that. And I have probably about 14 or 15 hours of editing in that video, plus however long it took me to shoot the video. So it's pretty labor intensive, and I'm actually very happy with how it has turned out so far. So hopefully everybody else is going to be happy with it also. I probably am not going to put it out for a couple weeks though yet. Peace out. And we had a 6-1-7, ouch. So short second roll. Again, I'm not betting at all. We got our bets done already. We are just shy of goal, but I'm fine with that. Oh my God. I so much want to change my dice set. But we are committed to the 3V dice set here for the next couple hundred rolls yet. and then we're going to switch over to that 2V dice set. But I so much want to switch it because I know that I will have a lot more longer rolls if I could switch it around to something that's a little bit more conducive to how the day is going. But let's go all bets set here. And dice out 3, 2, 3, 6. We're going to change our landing zone again. Let's change it down to the P. So we're getting a little bit further away, see if we can get all that bad red groove. Dice out. 2, 4, 6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter. So 6 will be our new point for shooter number 3. And then I also started working on the other day on the second video. That one's going to be really, that's going to be a challenge for me to edit it, because I have probably about 12 hours worth of filming time in already, and I have to somehow narrow that down to a 20-minute video. And then to make things worse, the chess table that I was making, kind of messed it up at the end there, so I have to sand it down a little bit and redo the finishing coats on there. So that was not expected, so it's a little bit of a setback. I was hoping it was going to take me 1 week to build that chess table or the chess board, and it took me 2 weeks, and now I'm going to be going on 3 weeks just on the stupid chess table. It's our board itself. So hopefully I'll be able to get that fixed this weekend, and then I will get the rest of the tabletop finished this weekend also, as far as building it goes. We'll dice out 3, 2, 3, 6. And we got a 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne at N, Daddy Joe. So hopefully I'll get the majority of the tabletop itself built this weekend. Obviously I'm not going to be able to finish it for a couple weeks, but then if I could do that, next week we spent on building the table frame and the legs and all that stuff, which is going to be another challenge for me, because I'm going to be doing I'm doing a lot of firsts on this build. The chessboard was built out of acrylic, and I used a total of 2 gallons of acrylic to make one chessboard. So that was an expensive chessboard. And then the table itself is going to be 4 feet wide by 3 feet deep. The table surface itself will be at 28 inches. The railings should be at about 11 inches taller than that. So that would put it at, what, 39 inches tall, the chess or the craps table itself. So we'll call that all bet set. 3, 2, 3, 6. That last one was a double pitch on the left dice, single pitch on the right dice. So that was a single pitch ultimately. Dice out. Ooh, the left one stuck, but we got a 6, 3, 9 center field 9. So if I would have been betting on the shooter, that would have been enough to get out of the shooter and into profit. 3, 2, 6. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 4, 4 heart 8 square pair. So that is a primary in the bottom side, both on axis. And they both landed up really super tight to the back wall. So that was actually a decent roll and decent action off the back wall. So we can hopefully repeat that. That would be nice. 3, 2, 3, 6. Cousin 1 set. So, like I said, it's going to be a lot of firsts. I'm doing acrylic chessboard. The legs are going to be having some really unique wood joints that I'll be making. Stuff that I've never done before, so it's going to be a challenge to figure it out. and it's going to be a farm style table. So my goal is when I make the table is to build it so that it can go into a dining room and be very unique, but you'll never know that it's a craps table. And that's where the challenge lies. Kevin Smith is asking if I'm coming to Craps for the Cure this year. I am actually planning on it. And this is why I'm working so much overtime at work, because I'm using the extra money to save up for the trip, so at least I can afford the hotel and the trip down. How much gambling money or bankroll I'll have, that depends on how well I'm doing at the casino here. So 3236. So yes, I am planning on coming down. I'm not sure if I'm going to fly down or if I'm going to take the mega trip and drive down. Oh, I kind of pulled that one a little bit. We got lucky. We got a 134 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So not sure if I'm going to fly down or drive down. If I drive down, the only reason I would drive down is I was considering bringing the table down with me. But I need to get a hold of John sometime before then to figure out if it is feasible to bring the table with me and then ship it out from there, or how we're going to handle that. So time will tell. But yes, I am planning on going down, Kevin, and we will see you there. That is awesome. You're going to be there as well. Good, 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 good. So we'll call this all bet set, and that should be the weekend of October 18th, 19th, I believe, of this year. Unfortunately, though, they have a NASCAR event, I heard, during that week down there. So that's going to be mega busy. We got another 369 center field 9. That left eye had kind of a wild bounce off the back wall. And if I was betting on this roll, we would be doing well today. A lot of box numbers on this roll. So that was a primary and top on the left side, single pitch on the front on the left side, so single pitch ultimately with the dice. That is a safe result for the cousin one set. And we'll call this all bet set here. Dice out. Sometimes that's all you need, is just a little bit of a change. I'm probably about 4 inches behind where I started throwing from, so I moved back a little bit. Just enough to take me out of that groove that we just got back into again. Damn it! 257, and that is an ouch. That is a Bruce. Do not become shark bait. Spoke too soon. Damn it. So that is 7 rolls long, roll quality score of 18. And let's see how we're doing on the Crapsee side of things. So we are still at a plus 18 on the inside bets, plus 10 on the outside bets, plus 11 at the cross bets. 5 and 9 is still at a plus 17. If you just look at the 9, we're at a plus 15, just on the 9 alone. Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. We'll see who ranks here. We got Uncle Hoke, who's still at 43,618 in first place. We have Leadum, who's playing right now at $4,400. We got Jeff and ND, who's playing right now, 4,084. We got Bags at 2615, and I'm way down in 18th place, simply because I haven't been betting over half of the rolls this week. So anyhow, I entered an 8 in Crapsee. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. You guys are going to be able to make some extra money in Crapsee, I guess, then. Darn it. Why does that happen to me? Well, I'm going to put in a 7, guys. I'm going to put in a 7 here, so that way we can get back on the where we're at with KPI. So play it how you want. You want to take your bets down, that's fine. If you want to win on that too, that's your choice, I guess. It's your game. But I'll enter in a 167 like I just rolled. I'm sorry, 257, which I just rolled on the table. So that way we're caught up on Crapsee side of things. Ah, darn it. And that is one of the bad things about Crapsee is that I'm not allowed to change that. KPI can change whatever I want. Crapsee, not so much. So I'll stick with the 3236. We'll be coming out looking for a new point. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to get your bets in. So some people got paid out on that 8, I would assume. And let's go all bet set here. Dice out. This will be our last shooter today. So let's make it a super long roll. That would be nice. Dice out. 257 on a come out. Pass line winner natural. So either way, we would have got that 7. Oh my God. Ain't that the shit. So we're going to switch back to that cousin 2 set because that's 2 warning signs in a row. And that is going to be the 3632. And we'll try to get out of this trend again. And yes, that is a trend, John. Sorry. So let's call this all bet set. And dice out. And we got a 268, the Durso 8. Go out, support free live craps. Thumbs up where deserved. Subscribe if you like the content. You guys know the drill. Get out and support those content creators. Again, 3632. That was an implosion of that left die. That was a implosion of the right dice. So that was a double implosion of the dice. So both dice off axis on that last roll. And point is 8. We'll go all bet set here. We're going to be looking to continue and extend this roll here. And we have magic aces one more time. Wow, 112. I don't throw a lot of those, and today that is what, our 3rd time rolling it? Wow, yeah, it is. 3rd time. Interesting. Again, we'll go 3632. That was a single pitch towards us on that last, on the left die. That was an explosion on the right die. So that is a safe result for the cousin 2 set. If I have an explosion with a single pitch away, that's where the warning sign comes on that cousin 2 set. So all bet set here and dice out. Left die stuck one more time. We have a 235, the Justice 5. And I have not seen Jen in here for a while. So maybe the table will have ears and maybe she will show up. So that was another implosion of the left die. So that left die has been imploding quite extensively today. And that was what on the, that was a primary on the right side. So primary on the top. So kind of excited for this weekend as well. The Olympic wrestling trials are going to be freestyle Olympic trials will be going happening. And remember those twins I was talking about from high school wrestlers that went to state this last year, and the one took 4-time state champion, and his brother, his twin, took the 3rd-time state champion. Well, the one that was a 4-time state champion is actually in the weight class under heavyweight. And this will be, he's the only high schooler, I believe, that qualified for the Olympic tryouts for the United States team. He's placed in the last place right now. So, but they start this weekend. I'm interested to see. There's going to be some awesome wrestling, some really good people that are going to represent the United States this year. Dice out. Could you imagine being, we have a 1.5 KitchenAid mixer. Could you imagine being 18 years old and being on the wrestling team for the United States and going to the Olympics? That would be just an amazing feat. That would be really pretty cool. But so that was a single pitch towards us on that left eye. That was a single pitch away on our towards us on the right eye. So that was actually a primary in the back side there, that one. And we'll call this all bets set. So primary on the back side. Awesome. Thanks out. And we had a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne it, and Daddy Joe. Single pitch on the left, double pitch on the right. Single pitch ultimately. And that 4 is showing, so that is a good sign because we want either the 3 or 4 to show. Make sure you get your bets in here. 18 people still playing. We're still at 20 people on YouTube. 12 likes now. See if we can get up a couple more of those likes to show before we end the show. And we'll call this all bets set. Dice out. A little short on that landing zone. We got a 2-4-6. The Kevin the Carpenter 2-4. So the international shooter competition is coming towards the end of the second round here. I think there's only about 2 or 3 more people left to roll. Again, there's been some pretty amazing rolls. There's also been some people that have thrown not quite so good, but that is the way it goes. Again, I've always said it kind of comes down to the day. You've had some pretty amazing shooters knocked out in the first round, both last year and this year. Good morning, Michael, checking in. Yeah, the problem with breaking this table down, Michael, is that it's going to be a very deluxe table, something that nobody's ever seen before. And if I was to ship it broken down, it's going to be very difficult to explain to people how to put it together, if that makes sense. And hopefully when I have the videos come out, you guys will understand why I'm saying that. But as far as for those of you who want to store it, again, my goal is to make it so it's like a piece of furniture that you could have in a living room, you could have it in a dining room, in a kitchen, whatever. It's another piece of furniture that no one's going to even know is a craps table. And the throwing station, there are going to be 2 chairs that you can put together and it'll transform to a throwing station. It's going to be unique, very unique, and very hidden, if you will. But all bets set here, 3-6-3-2. They saw it. And it's going to weigh an extensive amount. It's going to be 325, Justice 5. I forgot, I did the math on about how much it's going to weigh, and I forgot the exact number, but it's going to be somewhere between 300 to 400 pounds total, this table, because of the amount of wood that I'm using on it. And that I have 3 full sheets of plywood in the build already. And then we have the legs and all that stuff, which are be made out of 4x4. So it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna have a farm style look to it. Again, we're gonna stick to 3-6-3-2 dice set. And we will call that all bets set here, dice out. But that is a good thought. Now, one way up, we got a 5-2-7, and that is an ouch, a Bruce. We threw a lot of Bruces today. But one of the thoughts are, And this is what scares me, is that if I could actually deliver it, and I could actually keep it apart and install it wherever and then put it together there, that way it would be easier to carry as well. But anyhow, that is going to be the end of the rolls here. Let's look at our statistics for the day. We did get a green number on that last one, but we had a 21, a 3, a 7, and a 9. So a little bit of all over, a little bit. Box numbers and inside numbers are a little bit lower than expected, as well as the 4s and 10s were. A couple of subs were really high. Horns are a little low. Fields are expected. Highways are low. So we're either at the expected level or low for the day. We did finish off with an SOR of 10.0, so I'm happy about that. But our SRR is terrible today, 4.4, because of all those damn come out 7s. The 2s were off the charts today, as well as the 9s were a strong number, especially in the beginning of the roll. Let's go over and look at our black belt statistics, and this is through the end of yesterday. Through the end of yesterday, we have 1,584 throws with an SOR of 10.23 and an SRR of 6.68 and a BSR of 7.06. So our at goal are slightly above on a BSR. We are close to our goal on the SOR, and we are almost a point below on our SRR. So, but yeah, hey. I do thank everybody for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow, and we'll hopefully have some successful rollouts and that. But until tomorrow, guys, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe and be prosperous.